Welcome back, my friends. Lotfi DK released a new freestyle, and it's about 10 minutes long, plus an intro and an outro where he's talking. I have the translation for this thing, man. There's a lot of lyrics. It's a long track, but I was digging through, and it's a lot of political stuff going on right here, criticizing the politics and all the things that are going on in Algeria, in his home country, where he's not living anymore because he can't. And we're gonna dive right into this after the intro.
We're gonna have a problem here. You'll act like I never seen a white person before. Jaws on the floor like Pam and Tommy just burst into the dawn. Start whooping the ass worse than before. The first of a divorce, the phone off furniture.
If you want to support me, check out my Patreon. Link is down in the video description. This will be a heck of a long video right here. I'm just saying that, so be prepared for this. 30 minutes, original video. Let's see, man. I'm not sure how long this will take, but we will find out together.
سلام الحباب. اليوم راح نديروا ان اكزرسيس في الراب شويه صعيبه. كنت نديرو كي كنت صغير، دركا ما عمريش نقدر نديرو. لا يخدم لا ميموار، السوفل، الانرجي، لا سينكرو، لوندورونس، لا كونديسيون فيزيك، يخدم كلش صعيب. تغني لايف دون انقطاع، فاس كاميرا ميكرو، ما كانش تدراح. اسكو مازلت نقدر نديرها ولا لا؟ الله اعلم يا خاوي. نجربوا ونشوفوا وين توصل.
So, as far as I understood this intro, I was reading it. So he's basically saying he's making this freestyle as an exercise for himself to push himself to the limits. Like he made this before in his career, and he's trying this out to push himself, right? And at the same time, we're gonna have extraordinary lyrics. So I've already been reading them. So it's a live performance. It's a live rap performance. I think no cuts anywhere. So we will check this, man.
الله أعلم يا خالد. نجربوا ونشوفوا وين توصل. نروحوا وحده وحده بالعقل لاني شوفيا فازي حل ودنيك وحل عينيك باه تشوفني الرابي سونزاري الكرونو راهو مخاليه 5 4 3 2 1 ونديماري العباد.
Bro, it's so cool because you have to realize this. Look, he's been memorizing all these lyrics. That's the first thing, and then he's performing this live and making the gestures as well that are fitting to the lyrics. That is so cool. It is not easy to do this. 10 minutes.
هاي تعرفني دمي سخون دمي مغلي والشي اللي في قلبي يوم محال كان يبقى مخبي ما لا خليه خبر عادل خبتي مش راح يخلص خاطرك تسكت الحق تسمى نطا شيطان اخرس ما لغطس شوف لا جوناس ولات بردو سبيبها مسؤولين اللي قلوبهم ولاو باردين ولاو كلهم مرقين ولاو كلهم راقدين ولاو كلهم لقين ورا بوفوار دي مندرجين وملاتين.
That sound like some bars there, like some repetition in this. Wonder what, man.
ولاو كلهم راقدين ولاو كلهم لقين ورا بوفوار دي مندرجين وملاتين غير درك بالسرقه والتخريب هم عقابه مخوير بخطابات التغيير العار يخبيو فيه بالتزيان والتلوين والشعب يخدروا فيه بسياسات التنويم والتمويل.
Alright, that on a classic old school beat as we love it. Absolutely, we love that. Let's check some of these lyrics because I think the ChatGPT is not like really translating the thing. It just took the, like, I took this from a transcript. There were no lyrics online, so I took this from the video transcript, and I think it's been skipping many lines and just taking out the meaning of the song. What he's saying right here is actually, my blood is hot, my blood is boiling, what is my heart? It talks about his feelings. Some things stay hidden, but the truth doesn't disappear if you stay silent, listen to the devil. So he tells to speak up, and then look at the youth, they've become cold because of the responsible. Right here it's getting political, so he's saying like, the youth is struggling in my country because of the people in power. Their hearts have gone cold, everyone is lying down, everyone is asleep, everyone is just watching. So being like frozen because of the political situation and because of like how the situation in the country actually is.
دراهم رايح غير في جيوبهم هم شبعوا من الحرام هنا في لحومهم في جلودهم وجودهم في المناصب زاد من الفساد زاد غير من الكساد والمشاكل بلا حساب زيد لها لاروسات والسكوندال تاع لي بروجي والحراقه كل لقاوهم مطيشين في لي روشي لي مارشي يا سيدي صحاب لازم. These like a cappella, bro, this is wild. This is wild. That can break you like so out of the concept right there. والشعب او في اللازيل يخمم غير على الماء وزيده حتى المستقبل كلبو ماسك الاسبوار صحه وكان بالصحه الريحه تاعو قاصر المسؤول حاصل في وجهه لابس ماسك همه الوحيد انه في الكرسي يبقى لاصق عاديك ناس تقاصد سورتو هاد الجيل اللي يجي يجرب فيه وشي ما راح يجيب له جديد الشعب يجروا عليه قوانين وتصريحات يعاودوا في القديم ويقول لك هذه اصلاحات واش حاب.
And you can hear his breathing, you know, that's where you notice it's life because he's actually, you know, he has to control his breath, how much oxygen goes into his lungs and how he can rap through without like getting like have to stumble over words and not be able to rap anymore because he's out of breath. That's all the technique right there.
شبيبة حارت عادت كيما الرشاشيلي ديما هارب أعصابهم نهارت عقولهم ضارت ضاعت طاحت ولا راحت الناس راهي تفحت ديماري بلا الفران الغناية راهي باينة طويلة وقيلة راهي بلا رفران كلامها توتي راه حكايتها بدون لافان برونشي بركة الساتيليت فيكس الديمو معاه الفيران البلاد في داخل تقطع على
So cool, honestly. I'm so in love with this. Let's check this. Yeah, that's the next part. Now he's talking about the youth in the country, the migrants, and poverty. That are actually the topics right here. So he's saying people are just thinking about water and oil, and even the future has been destroyed. So people have no perspective of getting out of this in Algeria. The officials, their only concern is keeping themselves on the chair. So this is talking obviously about politicians and like rich people who want to stay in their position where they're actually at. This generation that's coming, what are you going to leave them? So he's talking to the upper ones. He's been like, what are you doing for the young people? You're doing nothing, actually. Then what do you want from the youth? They're fed up. Their minds are exhausted. Their nerves are destroyed. Young people are fed up with the situation in Algeria. That is basically what he's saying right here in these bars.
شباب هتمحق لحموا بالليسونس تحرق اليوم الوقت الحق باش يبان صح رجاله على عدو بالكانو بدل الكلام راهو جاي ديفوندي لي جن في الغربه مفروقه اللي شاف باللي الحل ما تفريه غير الفلوكه الهربه مفروضه والله يريبو محتم مع شكون تتحدث يعود لافنير مش محدد يحبك.
Now the thing that I notice is it's really a lyrical track because kind of, you know, he's not like doing like the super crazy stuff that you may be doing in studio performances, like with fast rap, or you doing like, I don't know, crazy rhyme schemes that are hard to pronounce, or like, you know, stuff like that. He's skipping on that, like the impressive stuff, and he's going right for the lyrics right here.
والله يريبو محتم مع شكون تتحدث يعود لافنير مش محدد يحبك تبقى تستنى حابس في بلاصتك ويقول لك الحكومه راح تلقى لك حل يناسبك باسكو هذا الحل يجينا العمده ولا حيجيب 30 40 و50 سنه يعطيكم بركه العمى حسيتوها دركه لعبه حتى الشعب تعدى من همومكم تعبى اللي ولا يتعدى ورا لين تاع الحدود تقول عليه هارب من الموت ولا من بلاد فيها الحروب قاطع.
The gold for you, man. Lotfi is crazily good. I want to say this once again. I think in this part he's talking about emigration. So basically what he's saying is so once again, the future is destroyed for the people. The message is coming. Young people are being pushed into exile. That's what happened to him as well. You know, he's living in exile and he can't return to the country for the reason of speaking up, actually. That's not like the only reason why people are leaving the country. They've realized that the only solution is the boat escape has become unavoidable. So people are risking their lives going over like to Europe and, you know, because they have no future right there in Algeria. You look around and the future isn't defined. You love your country, but you're left waiting, stuck in your place while they tell you the government will find a solution for you. So basically, they won't find a solution for you. Politicians won't solve your problems. You have to solve it yourself. Young people cross the borders as though they're escaping death or a country full of wars. So this is speaking not just about Algeria, but about other countries where like Western military operations are taking place. So many countries in Africa, Middle East. I don't even know like all these countries like Libya, Lebanon, Syria, Afghanistan, Iraq, Iran, so many countries where like there's wars happening, and so many more in Africa actually that we're not aware of actually, I think. So wondering where the next one is going to be, because the Western countries want the oil. So this will happen. This will happen for sure. It will.
البحور قاطع محيطات كره من الحيوط وعقلية الانحطاط نفس المحطات تقرا ولا ما تقراش بلا رشوة بلا معرفة والله ترشم الشوماج ترشم الدمار تتمرمد في الظلمات بالاك راح تقولي دافعوا عليك في البرلمان راك تمرض باللي نار يرميوك تحت الرمال اي نفس الروايات من التريعات البريان جون يجيب ليام بلا دروغ والادمان واللي يخش الحبس حتى يولي ندبان يخالط عباد يهبلوه هنا في الدماغ حتى تسمعوا مات في عركة مات ديفوندي الطلبة الجامعيين يعانيوا يشوفوا في العوج بالعينين من اللي قراف عيانين مشاكل المعلمين نضيعوا لهم لافونير يجيبوا العام بعامين وبزاف حاملين وحايلين الحالة دي من الخلوطة اللي داروها في السيستم تاع العالم دي جابوا لهم من مالادي خلاتهم كلهم تايهين عاديك اللي يدي الباكا وماذا بيه يروح الهيك ماذا بيه.
So interesting that is a live rap, because like, you know, you can realize who is a real goat in rapping if you see that they can perform actually their songs live in a perfect manner. They don't need like backup, they don't need like they can just do their songs as they should sound without any back vocals. I think back vocals is the wrong term right here, but I think you know what I mean. I actually forgot the term right here.
اسكيفي الناس الكل بدلي زيدي من البريمير السكوندير من الليسي لونيفرسيتي سياسة بوبليسيتي هلكت هاد لا سوسيتي باه بالسيف حتى بريزيك ولا تبوسيك تسويسيدي صدقني سي فري راهم هلكوا الطلبة والهربة ولا تدوا من الطليان للأوتاوا داروا حال الطوارئ لي جوني في القوارب بالقارب الجاهل قاطعين مضيق جبل طارق عادي راني قالق نشكي للرب العالي كل عامل علمي عاني عمايل للتعليم العالي.
God, he's almost not breathing in this part. This is very much intense right here. Incredible, really incredible. We have like him talking about education and the universities next. So kind of what he's saying right here, whether you study or don't study, without a bribe and connections, you're screwed. So you need connections to get a job, I guess. So this is kind of the thing, or to make a career. You end up with unemployment. So many people study, finish their studies, and they don't get a job actually. Then it says young people get lost, drugs and addiction spread, and some don't enter prison until it's too late. So talking about drugs as well, youth falling into drugs, and actually prison as help right here. He sees like that people who are doing drugs and never go to prison, they never get out of this, which is really interesting. Right here is talking about the universities as well. They suffer, they see what's wrong right before their eyes. Their teachers have their own problems, they're wasting the future. A year takes 2 years, and so many students are struggling. And as well, some gets the baccalaureate, I don't know how to say this, and then doesn't know what to do with it. So again, they finish studying, but they don't find a job, or they have to go abroad to make a career, something like this, right? Public education has been destroyed. So he's talking about primary and secondary school as well in this. And they've destroyed the society. Then they've destroyed the students. Even university housing has become a disaster. So kind of, I think that there's even people who given the housings to the students, and if you don't have the connections, you don't get a housing, or they're too expensive to afford, and stuff like this probably happening. Corruption stuff. Yeah, many interesting topics. He's touching so many of them. You know, he's going from one topic to the next one.
ولا عادي والعار ولا روتين من التدراح من المعرفة من الرشوة في اللي موديل وعليه مش نادين بالإقامة الجامعية الحالة كارثية تقول مكة في الجاهلية سياسة مأساوية الجهات المعنية ظهرت لي راي مكفوفة راي عورة ولا معمية ديفوندي الحرس البلدي اللي ضحى وطاحوا على البلاد دي
Oh, so cool.
هم جابوا لهم لا بوليس السي ار اس والبي ار بي هذا كل خطك شافوهم حبوا يجيبوا دركا حقهم خرجوا لهم دي كاميون تاع ما سخون باش تحرقهم تعبوا بعرقهم مدوا دمهم وقتهم واليوم تقلوهم خطك واحد ما عاد يسحقهم قول لي بركة الحق دي محسوبة ولا
You know, I even said it's not that hard to pronounce, but he has some parts that are actually really heavy with the consonants right here. That is wild as well.
واليوم تقلوهم خطك واحد ما عاد يسحقهم قول لي بركة الحق دي محسوبة ولا غلطة في بلادنا كاين عباد يحبوا الدعوة تبقى مخلطة حبة مخوضة ونبقاو ديما مفرغين باش تتفلق الفتنة والشعب يبقى ديما فيكتيم لي فيكتيف تاع لي باتريوت كان مع لي بارا دار رابيساج امبوسكاد ومام لي باراج واليوم الغدارة داروها في الإدارة يا خسارة الوزارة في الآخر ظهرتنا كارا ديفوندي بصح ساعة
Man, so cool as well. Like these beat stops right here. Nice work by the mixing engineer as well. He's talking now more about the authorities and the civil guard. So right here he's saying the people responsible have become blind. They don't see what is happening. So kind of saying like, yeah, the powerful people, they don't care for what's going on in the country. I'm talking about the municipal guards who sacrificed themselves for this country. Some of them died. I don't know like about this guard thing. I'm really not sure. What they are doing. I think we had this in the previous video as well, and I didn't know what their actual purpose is. So then we have when they came to demand their rights, they sent the police against them. So basically oppression as well by the country against like if you protest or if you want to you demand your rights. Stuff like that. And I think we had this in the last, it says like they even brought water cannons to burn them away, drive them back. So like police brutality described right here. They worked with their sweat, gave their blood and their time, and today you're telling them that nobody needs them anymore. I'm not sure if the civil guard was like as well fighting these fires when there were like these bushfires in Algeria. If that was what they were doing, like, and now after the bushfires are gone, like nobody is paying attention to them anymore and not cherishing their help, stuff like that, you know. But really interesting in this part, I have to say.
قريب نهبل نقول كلام ينفع ولا قاعد غير نهضر البلاد طهبت والدعوة ولا تريبة والناس يقولوا لي يا لطفي ما بقاتش فايدة مادام القلوب ميتة والراس ولا مبنج قالي حل واحد بس لازم نحبس كل شيء الراب نطيش ونديكلاري لافان ميتالمون قلبي معمر راني معبي بالبلان زيد هيج بالبيان ونعاود نبني البناء وستيل ولا كان نحبس نكتب بالمارطو والبيران ولا كان تريبنا سبونا ولا تقسنا فكر باللي سيدنا نوح دعاهم 900 سنة الرسالة صعيبة ميزانها وتجي الخلا قد الصخرة اللي كانت فوق بلاد من رباح هدايا نفس الصراع بين الفساد والصلاح بين العوج والصراط بين المؤمن والعصاة عاديكا راني صالحك الشيء ده قدام صح واش داروا رجال ضد الظلم الهمجي شي ما يرشيك ما والو ما كان في الجيب كنت تصدق بك مع ربي راهو النصر وحده يجيك سيرو.
All right, let's check some more of the lyrics. We just halfway through. I just want to mention this. We at this point we're halfway through. That is actually where we're at. The next part is that the country is divided and corruption is another topic. So what this saying is actually yesterday they were fighting the people at the barricades. Today betrayal is happening inside the administration. What a shame. In the end, the ministry appears to try to defend itself. Sometimes I'm close to going crazy. I wonder, does what I'm saying actually help, or am I just talking? The country is going downhill. Anything has become rotten. Yeah, a lot of general stuff, but nothing that I can really see right here that I should go for. The only solution, don't stop. So he's kind of saying like the only thing that I can do in this situation is keep rapping and keep making these lyrics, keep performing, having a wide audience and addressing all these issues. So this is really interesting. Then if they insult or hurt us, remember the Noah preached to his people for 900 years. Interesting. I have no clue what he means right here. Noah preached to his people for 900 years, so people should remember their ancestors. Noah is in the Quran probably, so 900 years. Anyways, I don't know what he means right here, I have to say. I'm making the same distinction between corruption and righteousness, between going astray and straight path, between the believer and the criminal. Talking about corruption right here, very obviously, what did man who stood against savage injustice do? They didn't take bribes, there was nothing in their pockets. So basically saying like the righteous people who are fighting for the good thing, they basically didn't had bread on the table. I believe in you and in God, victory will come. So, yeah, basically talking to the people like, don't lose your hope. Being a real man is difficult. If you want it, you have to go after it yourself. And when you earn it, you'll grow old with it. Yeah, talking about the destiny of man growing up and having to make difficult decisions and yeah, surviving in this world with all the problems that there are, actually.
تجيك ياك الرجلة راهي صعيبة باه تجيك لازم انت اللي تروح لها برجليك وكي تكسبها راح تشيخ راح تعود من هايجين اللي على الحق ديما يفاجئوا وديفوندي الاشخاص المعوقين قول للمسؤولين وفي رقبتكم معلقين راكم مغلقين عليهم كل بالتهميش غير ربي اللي عالم العبادة دي كيفاه تعيش ونديفوندي ونحكي على الامهات.
It's interesting that he's saying Defendé, the title of the track, multiple times in the lyrics. I think it means I defend. So I defend the people. I think that is the main meaning behind this, that he's saying like I defend the poor, I defend the whatever disabled, I defend the old, I defend the young, like, you know what I mean, right? This should be the meaning of the title and why he's repeating that all over the song.
ولدها كي تشوفوا لبرا وحده هام بالقلبها مش وهاني مسكينه راهي في حيره خايفه عليك اش ما يصرالو في كل ليله مديفوندي ونحكي على الناس المريضه ما تروحش للسبيطار خاطر الطريق طويله بعيده والله تغيدنا اللي الامراض عليهم قاويه سيرتو اللي عايشين معزولين في كاش من قريه مديفوندي الناس اللي تطلب في الرصيف خاطر كدواو صعيب باش تجيبوا صاحب السيف وزيد لي فارماسي راهي ولات اناكسيسيبل يعني سفريه الزوالي يصبر ورده بالنصيب مديفوندي راح.
Wow, he's really powering through right here. Nothing holding Lotfi back, have to say. Next part, and that is interesting, he's talking about disabled people's mothers and healthcare. So basically that the healthcare in the country is bad. I'm going to talk about the mothers who worry about their children. So he's taking their perspective as well, because like, of course, our mothers are the most precious to us, and we don't want to see them sad. So this is actually a point that he's describing right here in the song. I'm going to talk about sick people who can't get to the hospital because the roads are long and the hospitals are far away. So people in isolated villages who have long ways to the hospital and don't have like anything nearby and have a problem with sickness because of that. And he's saying even pharmacies have become inaccessible, so that basically medicine seems to be like there's a shortage of medicine right here. Seems to be a problem right here. And I think that's for this part. I'm not sure whether he was talking about disabled people right here, but probably a little bit later or so. Not 100% sure.
قول لي دركا وعلاه نديفوندي راح تقول لي حتى الوقت نديفوندي خطك مكتوبه في اللجان يا اما انت جبان يا اما راك من الرجال كل واحد في مجاله كل واحد في دومانه واحد يمد جهده والاخر يمد ماله نبانو نتبادلوا للخير كل نبادروا هكاك الخونه والخبثاء كلهم يتبهدلوا نديفوندي ما تخافش رجامي الروندي ما تخافش قلبي ساجي واجي راهو ديما مبلاندي نديفوندي خليه ريبوندي ونفرونتي سياسه تاع البلاد اللي رجعتنا كنا ديبوندي ديفوندي خلي دركا ندافع خلي كلامي يبقى ديما واعي ديما نافع الظلم جامي نخافع والرايه ديما رافع نكافح ديما بالقنابل والمدافع.
Oh, so powerful. How he's rapping, like, for real, really incredible. He's been, and once again, this is live, right? So he's been rapping live now for 7 minutes straight and not doing any mistakes so far that I've seen in the whole performance.
زيدك نحكي عن الناس الكبار اللي شايب في راسه مازال هو يصرف على الدار كره من الرطار تاع شهرية التقاعد كل المسؤولين خافوا ربي الناس تقهر تنديفوندي البيبي والرضيع اللي كل يوم قاعد يضيع من الامراض اللي عليه تطيح خطاك يا لطيف الوضعية راهي في العيب في وقت تقطع فيها تطعيم ديفوندي ناس اللي
Wait a
حياتها
second, that was like he said something that he must not say, I guess. Holy.
سيرتو لي راهو يستنى سنوات هو بلا سكنة مساكن راهي ساكتة مش قادر على الزواج مش قادر على الكراه خاطك لاطي ما تسواش تلقاه ديما هاجي يكسر ولا يتنرفى سيرتو لا كان عنده الدبلوم ولا حرفة الناس راهي حالفة وربي سبحانه عارف يمدوا لي لوجمون غير برشاوي بالمعارف عادي.
All right, let's check some more of the lyrics right here. So we have housing situation, pensions for the old people, and solidarity with the people. So he's been showing his solidarity. And moreover, one gives his effort, another gives his money. We should show that we exchange good with one another. Brothers and sisters should help one another. So that makes a lot of sense. So of course, if you have a lot of struggles and you have to be united somehow to get through this, I'm going to confront and challenge the politics of this country that has brought us here. I keep defending people. I keep fighting. And I always keep the flag raised. So basically, as well, some kind of being proud of the country. I'll tell you about old people with gray hair who are still supporting their families. They're living on the tiny pensions. So he's paying attention and appreciation to old people who are supporting their families. Nevertheless, like despite they don't have a lot of money. Which is actually crazy as well. The baby, the infant who is wasting away every day from illness. What a terrible situation. So babies were sick and that is another thing that is described right here. People whose lives are unstable, especially those who have been waiting for years for housing. It's interesting because like for us in Germany, it's not normal to own a house. Like most people don't and won't ever because housing prices are insanely high, especially compared to what we earn for our jobs. So it's kind of a similar thing probably in Algeria, I guess. Like that people are working for years and decades and they can never afford a house. So I think, yeah, that's the part for this lyrics right here.
راح تقولي البلاد راح تغلق كل سمانة 70 مشكلة جديدة قاعدة تخلق العباد قاعدة تخلق في روحها بالحبال قاعدة تشرب في الدوات حتى العقل يجي له بال هذا كل عجل إهمال وتهميش الشباب والكراسة فات البلاد حاكمينهم غير الشياب عايشين بالكشيات غير قدرة معجزة والحكومة كي تشوفها تقول هذه دار العجزة والبرة مجزرة والشعب ولا بطال يطالب بفض بطال في الحبس ولا لوبيطال واللي عنده اليوم مطالب يعدي ورا القضبان سياسة بلا ضمان تمشي بأوامر القبطان دونك لازم تطبق سيدو حياتك تطبق سينو تشبع من الضرب حتى انت تطردق الكلاب تحب تحرضك بالسيف تهاجر ارضك تعرضك للهم والدل غير بها تمرضك عاديك راح تقولي مالقري عندها بترول ولادها تبيع الدخان في بربس بحد المترو تسكواتي لقيتو تاع مرساي ونواي والكلاب ولي بطار شراو ديار في دبي مالقري.
Man, so good. I can't just repeat it always again. He's not holding back right here. So in this part, he's talking about inequality and the government. You tell me the country is going to shut down every week. 70 new problems are being created. People are destroying themselves, taking drugs until they lose their minds. All of this is because of neglect and the marginalization of young people. The country has passed the age of youth, is being ruled by old men. It's the same in most countries, I guess. So that like kind of the and it's not even like, you know, that the old people make it make good politics for other old people. That's not even like what they care for. They just care for themselves and that's it. That's what these politicians are doing, actually. Next he's saying the government, when you look at it, you would think it's a nursing home. Yeah, all old people, all the old men down there sitting and making the politics. Yeah. People have started demanding a bed in prison or a bed in hospital because they don't have a house, they don't have a place to live, and they rather sleep in a hospital or in prison. I don't know if that's like the right thing. Maybe this is a wrong translation. And then everything operates on the orders of the captain. You have to obey who's ever in charge. Yeah, we have to obey. That's our destiny as normal citizens of these countries we're living in, right?
شبعوا من الباي نمني ولا يومي كراتي مازال يبراكي والاولويه للمقرادي شي ما يراضي اليوم الدراهم وراي بالبالا قول له ان شاء الله كي تموت روح شريك فندق في قابانا خاطك في بعضانا رجعونا بلطجيه عايشين غير بالشيره قرعوا كاس ولا كاشيه سياسه همجيه قول لي واش تحب تدير في بلادنا الاميره ويخلص اكثر من المير عدنا عايشين في بير اللي خلقت فيه الحقوق واللي ما لحقش على القوت راح يدوش بالوقود عقول هذه القوه تمشي عاد القانون يا اما تكون القاتل يا اما تكون المقتول.
شكرا ليك خويا.
Oh, wait a second. That was a crazy ending right there. That's already it. We can check the outro, but it's not like I won't be able to say that much about it. So the last bars that we heard right here are talking about, once again, inequality, about wealth, and the final political punch. So he's saying its children are selling cigarettes and struggling just to survive. And at least the country has oil. So anyways, even if a country has oil, that doesn't mean the population is rich, because like they just keep the money they get. Meanwhile, people are buying houses in Dubai. So of course the like there everywhere, like there where are very rich people, there has to be poor people. I think it's a demand that is not possible in another way. They have enough of the state, but the privileged ones continue living comfortably. Today, money is the only thing that matters. Very tragic, but probably true. So money is so important, and we're all fighting to get through somehow. And some are just rich and don't care about anything. I hope that when you die, you get your share of that hotel. They've turned us against one another and made us into beggars. So, you know, if we inherit things, it's like, usually we don't want or like the people to die, but like maybe in some situations, it's like people are so desperate, they might wish for this. It's really crazy. And then the final political punch right here is, we're living in a pit whose cracks have been sealed. If you can't keep up, you'll get burned by the fuel. These people use force. The law only come afterwards. Either you're the killer or you're one who's killed. So yeah, everybody fighting each other, like, instead of fighting the rich. Like, I think in former times, a lot of revolutions that happened were really like poor against rich, and the poor rose up and hunted like the rich people out of their country. That's not happening these days anymore. It's not a thing. It's not a thing. We're fighting each other. That is what is actually happening. Now the talking part we have right here is now a lot of him joking stuff. We will watch this, but I probably won't understand, and the AI doesn't as well. AI is really bad with humor and with irony, so it probably, like, I don't have explanation for this right here, but let's check it.
ما شاء الله. الفكرة اللي حبيت نوصلها هي سيبون فهمنا أخوي، يعطيك الصحة الله يبارك. كتر خير، نقول له كتر خيرك، شكرا لك. هذه أغنية واحدة أخرى يفضل الأغنية النورمال، مو تحبس يا أخوي. هاي سيدي حبس عليها. ليش حاوي أحبس يا أخي؟ سيبون قول له فهمنا سيبون.
That's so funny because it's like he's been reacting to his own song. That is really wild. Bro, it's like, what is going on? This is like a little weird, but yeah, is he like, you know, honoring like reaction channels? I don't know what it is, but I feel honored. It's just my feeling I have.
قاعد يدور وصلنا وقت الزمان نشرح كم المونوبول اخرج فيها طول شهر نهار هنا
المهم خلينا نفهم هذا الاكزرسيس
ويقول لك هي نمنع فاز الجو سينو تفضل مسكين مريض ولدي كونداني امور السنه غير رميزه فوق خدك لي يجي ويقول الحق بالنسبه ليهم دونجورو والريسك براسك بارتو في عباد يقربوا من البعيد يقابروا ويدرقوا بيان كيما ديوبه تاع الجبال فيهم مام رجال يتبعوكم باللي جماله.
Did we have this part? Because I was like, maybe he quit the recording and he still, maybe he fucked up the recording and that's why this last part is separate. I'm not 100% sure.
وش تهدر نهار اللي تروح للمحضره عندك لا تعبز لي زومبرينت باللوك الاحمر ما تكونش كون خويا عندك اتونسيون خاطرك لا سيكوريتي ولات معمره باللي سيسبيون سيستم بالعمايل تاع لي روس اللي يهدر يهزوها بلا سمير وبلا تسويس سمانه في السيلونه وين في راسك لاكاغولا كانت ما تصدقنيش روح سقسي لويزا حنون البيره وكبيره.
ايه زدنا دخلنا في لويزا حنون يا ربي. يا اخويا سيبو كتر خيرك وربي يحفظك ويعطيك الصحه ويعطيك ما تتمنى. بص علينا خلينا نختم الفيديو تاعنا وتفضل على واحده يا اخي المهم يا خاولي اكب فهمتوا الفكره. هذا الاكزرسيس مليح يديروا.
So I think what is happening now, he's describing what he did in this song and how he made his exercise and what was important to get this performance done as a live rap track in the first place. I think that is what he's describing next.
انسان طبعا مش محتم تدير ما نعرف كاع 10 دقائق ولا 15 دقيقه ولكن على الاقل كل يوم دير دقيقه دير 2 دقائق باش تخرج من لا زون دو كونفور هذه اللي والفوك بها في التيك توك. دير غير كوبلي تاع 16 مزور باش ما تطيحش في الفخ تاع الدرك سوتو عن بالي لا مود حتى اللي يطلع يغني سوسان يحط سي دي بالكوبلي بالرفران يروح يهدر برك يحرك شواربو. لكن ان فري رابور لازم يكون حافظ لافي يديفلوبي لي كور تاعو لازم يديفلوبي لا سينكرو لا ميموار ميم كي يغلط يفو باك تبان تغلطك. تشوفني ساعات نغلط تلقاني واحد تبقى تهدر حتى تلقى الكيو تاعك وين تقدر تربروني. هذه كل بالتدريب وهذا الاكزرسيس.
It's like he's rapping, like he's talking but it sounds like he's rapping. That is so wild.
الاكزرسيس رائع. لازم كل رابور يديروا ولو وحده دير دقيقه وبعديك 2 دقائق وبعديك 12 تعود دير 3 دقائق وبعديك 4 دقائق وتشوف كل مره يسي تعرف الريكورد تاعك قداه وين وصلت الماكسيموم 3 4 5. بعديك نهار اخر كي تطلع سورسان ولا دير فريستايل تكون مسرح تسمى كوبلي ذاك تاع 16 مزور تعود تلعب به تسمى سورسان ما بقيتش تدرح وتطلع بالغنايه كامله بلي بارول ولي كوبلي تاعك. ميم لي زاميريكان عادوا يتفنوا لك. دونك ان فري رابور من بكري كان عنده ميموار سانكرو كان عنده ليبسين كان عنده سوفل كان عنده لونديورونس كان يديفلوبي لي كور تاعو الى اخره. شكرا لكم الحباب على المتابعه. مره جايه نشوفوا حاجه.
Thank you very much, Lotfi. So he actually in this part he's saying like a lot of things about like how to make such a song. So he's saying you understood the idea. The exercise is really good for a person. I don't know if I should do it for 10 minutes or 15 minutes, but at least every day, 1 minute, the 2 minutes, so you can get out of your comfort zone. He's describing how other rappers might do the same thing and what they have to do to get this exercise done. And sometimes I make mistakes and you'll find me continuing to talk until I find my cue again and can get back into the rhyme. That's the whole point of this training, this exercise. So I didn't realize he's been falling off his flow at any point of the song, but you know, it's some parts, of course, when you have a live performance, it's not 100% on beat because like it's not working that way. And he's saying every rapper should do it. Start with 1 minute, then 2, then 3, then 4 minutes. Each time you'll discover your record, how far you can go. And of course, like memorizing all these lyrics. And he's saying like, if you do these exercises, you'll be ready to do a freestyle or you'll be ready to go on stage with your rap songs. And it's actually true. I mean, I've been rapping as well, and memorizing lyrics was so important, and then practicing these rap songs without interruption was so important to be able to perform live as flawless as possible. That is really true what Lotfi is saying right here. Anyways, man, and he said it right here. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you, Ahmed. Peace. That is what Lotfi said, and that's what I want to say as well. Thank you very much for watching, people. If you want to support me, you can check out my Patreon. Link is down in the video description. And my people, I'm out.